Time's up, Admiral.
Here it comes.
All kids out of the pool for Adult Swim. All kids out.
Lego Lord of the Rings Balrog raised eyebrows for what some fans say is an unfortunate pose. I see it. I see it. Oh, I see it. It's taking a piss on Gandalf.
You shall not!
And he says to her, listen, you got a fine white girl ass.
Before you go, one question.
Yes?
Where in the galaxy is Sanusi?
Show us your tits and I'll tell you.
I think I've died and gone straight to honker heaven. Boobs are amazing.
Okay. I have a defense. I'm only a few seconds late. I was caught up. I was mesmerized by two hot Japanese wrestlers, chicks going at it in the ring. They were hot. I got mesmerized by that. And then I saw that there was possibly some DDoS attack going on across Steam and other things. And I was about to see if that was really happening, but it's time to go. So I'm not late. Not really. I just got distracted for half a second. I lost track of the 2-minute window I had left before I hit the go live button. Don't look at me like that. Hail and howdy, everybody. Welcome to the Daily Dive, the Double Ds, where you, the audience, are in charge. You are the ones who dangle the bait, and I have to jump at it no matter what, because that's how it works right here. I get a little bit to talk about, but it's mostly up to you guys. It's what entertains you. That is the basis of this show as it stands right now. It's what entertains you. And there it is. So Wheels confirmed there was wonky shit going on Steam. Last night, yeah. So I was just checking it out. So I was curious what's going on, and apparently there's a lot of things got hit. Some say everything from streaming services to other gaming networks like PSN and GOG and stuff like that. So I was just checking to see if it was real, because if it was happening right now, it'd be something to talk about. But it seems it's over. And listen, DDoS attacks are nothing new. There are some pathetic, limp-dicked, tiny testicled motherfuckers out there who just need to ruin other people's lives for no reason other than for the lulz and for the shits and the giggles. And they're pathetic human beings. And watch some rando internet hackers watching me, there goes my stream. Oh, I'll teach this boomer a lesson. Fine. Go for it. Anyway, hope everybody's having a good Tuesday. I almost got the amount of sleep I wanted. I was trying to shift and adjust to stay comfortable just a little bit longer. And then I get a random text. See, I can't turn my phone off silent because of the weird hours I keep. I'm sleeping into the working parts of the day. So I got to make sure my phone is on in case my mom needs to contact me for some reason or another. So I can't turn my phone to silent. So sometimes I get these random texts, and they're usually not from anybody I know, because anybody that I know, they don't text me on my phone. They send me DMs in X because they know that that's a better way to communicate with me. I hate getting texts on my phone. Watch, Jed's gonna send me text on my phone any second now. So it wakes me up. The other day, it was a scammer trying to tell me I have an account that I don't have that's about to be canceled. And today was, who are you going to vote for in the governor this year? It's like, I'm going to vote, but shut up. Leave me alone. I'm trying to sleep because I keep weird YouTuber hours. So that woke me up. I almost got all the sleep I wanted. I think I might have been able to squeeze another 30, 40 minutes out of it before the alarm went off. But I'm all right. I'm here. I'm ready to go. I'm excited for reasons I don't know why, because I have no plan for today. I got nothing. I got one little monologue we're going to talk about here, and then we're going to hope the news gives us something to chat about for a bit while you guys decide how you want to torture me today. But I hope you're doing well. I am in a good mood, though. I know one reason I am in a good mood. I'm definitely in a good mood. Last night, if you didn't watch it, go check out the new stream, the Stream of Conscious. It's only about an hour long. It's about how much we do. You can go check it out. Myself, Sam, and Devil had nice little chats. It was good stuff. Kel was there. Kel is now blamed for last night. Sam is now back on Star Trek Online. Kel is now the blame for it. And so that was funny because we started talking Star Trek ships at one point, and I mentioned how Kel had been showing me STO ships just because I'd never seen them before and all the weird shit they're doing. And Sam at one point says, I'm downloading it again, and he was about to blame Alf, who had nothing to do with this time. And I said, no, blame Kel. We're only talking about this because Kel was showing me ships. He's like, yeah, right, that's right. Screw you, Kel. So Sam downloaded it again. Right after the stream, we played some Monster Hunter Wilds. Sam tried to stream it. He was streaming it. He tried to do a full stream where we had all our audio, but the way his setup is, he couldn't get he couldn't get his audience to hear what Devil and I were saying. So for literally 2.5 hours, it sounded like Sam is a crazy person having a one-sided conversation with people that nobody else could hear. We tried a couple things. It didn't work, but we had a good time anyway. At one point, Sam jumped in on one of my hunts and just annihilated the beastie I was beating down. I was winning. I was doing fine, but he came in there and just like finished it off. I needed another 2, maybe 3 minutes to take it down, but he came in there because he's massively overpowered compared to me, and he just annihilated the beastie, and it was good. I mean, I accepted the help. It was fine, but I was like, "What are you doing? I'm fine. Go help Devil. Go help Devil. I don't need help." But he swept there. It was funny though. We had a good time. I'm enjoying Monster Hunter Wilds. It's nice and chill. At least for me, it is. Last night, my efforts in that were rewarded. I got all the materials I needed for the next round of weapons and armor upgrades I was looking for. Now I'm going to keep pushing on, opening up more hunts, stuff like that. So I had a good time. And then I went to bed. Then I went to bed where I was like, oh, it's time to go to bed. And I went to bed pretty quickly, watched a little anime, but then I was out pretty quickly after that. And then I'm excited for today because the only reason we played Monster Hunter Wilds last night was because Kel reminded me that the servers were going down in FF14 for update today. Today is an update day, October 7th. The FF14 side of the Wilds and 14 collaboration. As of today, there is a new quest and a new trial available in FF14, and that is battling the Monster Hunter Wilds creature Arkveld. I'm going to do that tonight because I'm all the way through Dawn Trail. I get to do it. I'm excited. It looks like a crazy fight. I'm sure the basic fight will be cool, and then the Savage fight will be insane. I don't know if I'm going to do the Savage fight at this point. Last time I did the Savage Rathalos fight was only a 4-man, and I usually had 1 or 2 people that I knew in there as we were grinding it for the mats so I could get the Rathalos mount. But this time, I don't know what the Arkveld mount's going to be like. There seems to be a lot more to it, an actual full-on 8-man trial fight. So I'm looking forward to that. Should be fun. Probably a lot of gnashing and grinding of teeth tonight. After we play some Final Fantasy Tactics Evil's Chronicles. We'll get to that later. So it's going to be a fun gaming night tonight. I'm going to have a good time. I'm ready for it. I think I deserve it. I think you guys deserve it too if you're playing. Or just remember, if you are interested in playing Monster Hunter Wilds, or you're interested in playing Final Fantasy 14, people are welcome to join us. It's an open invitation. We are having fun. We're trying to build good, fun hunting teams, raiding teams in both games, a hunting team in Wilds, having a good time there. And in 14, trying to build a good gaming team, good raiding team, so we can do stuff together and not worry about dealing with randos who, if you call a pussy, will report you because they're a pussy. Anyway, so hope you guys are doing okay. Here's my monologue now. I have something I do want to talk about, and I know I said I don't really want to talk about it, but I am going to. Once again, I need to touch on Ghost of Yote just because the weirdness of this game continues. the weirdness of this release continues. If you look at it, it's a very similar reaction release to when Dragon Age Veilguard came out. Very similar in how certain people are behaving. But one thing that really is abominable to me is how a lot of people are using this release to shit on Ghost of Tsushima. That's disturbing to me. It's very disturbing to me that so many people seem to need to prop up this game by denigrating the game that made this game possible. Not to mention everything they cry and squeal about oh, you don't taste so great. The same shit existed in Tsushima. It's exactly the same, but they're pretending like it's brand new. And Atsu is so much better than Jin. Oh, she's so powerful. It's ridiculous and it's shameful. And I question if these people actually played Tsushima. I do. Because if you actually played Tsushima, the story of Jin Sakai is an intense emotional story of a man torn between his past and his present, his honor and his vengeance and his desire to save things and go to the max and essentially willing to bring shame to himself in order to save his country. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few or the one. And it's a gripping, compelling story with an equally open world with lots of shit to run around and explore and do. But they're pretending that Yote is that Tsushima never happened, and it's all for the first time with Yote. So I find it's weird, and it's also the same that there are so many people involved with reacting and propping up and shilling for this game that, how do I put this properly? I want to make sure I get my feelings across. They have to transform their love for this game into an ideological talking point. It's transformed into the, I bet everybody that hates women in games are having a hard time right now. And it's so ridiculous. People don't hate women in games. For 30 years, many red, hot-blooded, heterosexual men have played games with women in it with our dick in our hands, jerking off because they're fucking hot. It's a very simple equation. Men love women in games. What we hate are bad characters in games. That's what we hate. We hate games that are crafted for ideological purposes. And yes, Kel, I know what's going on with that. So I was getting to that next. There are now some people, I guess, for all the people that are claiming, I played the game for 35 hours and I'm still just wandering around looking at the scenery because the game is so pretty. For all those fucking idiots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days later, there are people who have clearly sped run this game and beaten the crap out of it and beaten it. And now screens are coming out that the ending of this game is. And it sounds like it's just an ending. You know, it's not like Ghost of Tsushima where they're going to put it in front of you, choose your ending, and there's only one correct ending, but you still choose your ending. They're saying that the ending is a lesbian couple raising a child, but it gets worse because here's where I understand how it works. Not only, okay, so Atsu, the woman who Atsu has a relationship with, essentially groomed her. It's a grooming situation. She raised her in her kitsune. She raised her. So she groomed her. And then in order to have them raise this child, it's Atsu's nephew, I believe, from her brother, who was dead. So they killed somebody in order to place the child in their care so you could have your groomed lesbian relationship raising a young boy to be the ultimate activist in the world. I don't know. I'm just putting that in there for shits and giggles. But you understand what I'm saying. If this is true, that is some serious agenda bullshit in there. It is. You could say the gameplay is great. It's Spider-Man 2. The gameplay is great, but the agenda is right there. You can, and the gameplay is no. I've been watching these people show their clips of I'm in the duels. The duels are so tight. It's the same fucking mechanics from Tsushima. It's no different. It's the same. There is something about Ghost of Yotei that just smells wrong right now. And now they're claiming that Ghost of Yotei has sold 2 million copies because some rando Chinese executive tweeted, "We're so proud to celebrate 2 million copies." We are now Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We are 6 days in, and neither Sony nor Sucker Punch have released any announcement of sales. Nothing. And I'm not saying it's selling badly. I'm just saying I am sick and tired of a single tweet from a random thing being used as your receipt and your evidence for anything. My source says this. You know what my source says? You're a fucking retard. That's what my source says. Fucking social media, fucking idiots. And you know what doesn't help this whole Ghost of Yotei situation? People like Grums. People like Grums, who clearly didn't play Ghost of Tsushima, try to make commentary and looking like a jackass and giving these retards all the ammunition they need to tear down not only his argument, but say, look, all the chuds are angry for no reason. So, I mean, I myself, and I brought in Jed, and I brought in Dre, when we talked about it on Ball Busters with Dermy and a couple of the other guys, I have tried very hard to make sure we are keeping this an objective, observational discussion over what we see. Just what we see, and talking about the facts and the logic presented to us in a side-by-side comparison when necessary to Tsushima. I've tried to not make it too ideological. Yes, we make fun of the "I am woman, hear me" roar scream. Excuse me, scream. Too much air, burp. Too much scream that cowers them makes them cower before her. But at the same time, you have to compare it to Jin's ghost mode, which involves a brutal murder of a guy in front of everybody, a brutal kill shot, and then they're broken. And it's so much different than "I am woman, hear me roar," and men going, "Oh my God, oh my God." It's ridiculous. So I've tried to be as I'm not into this game. I don't promote it. I don't like its existence at all. But I've tried to be fair, but it makes it very hard when on the one side you got shills and stands who all they want to talk about is how beautiful it is. I've seen this. I stop every 5 minutes to appreciate how beautiful this game is. Who the fuck talks like that? No fucking gamer in their right mind talks like that. No real gamer. We go, "Oh man, this is badass. That looks great. All right, where's something to kill?" That's a gamer mentality. Or, "Shit, that looks great. I'm hunting for something. I can't be distracted. I'm hunting around. I'm looking for shit." That's how it works. It's not, "Oh, it's so pretty. It's like a movie. I'm crying." Sick of this shit. And then it doesn't help when guys like Grums, and yes, I am saying that over and over again, when guys like Grums, who contribute nothing to anything, go out there and retweet, repost other people's thoughts and comments, other people's research, just so he can get involved in the conversation and be retweeted by somebody else who has no practical experience in anything going on right now, but just hovers above it like, "I'm fighting the good fight, everybody. We won." Hey, Mr. Grums, I thought the woke was beaten. Yet now you're complaining about the woke and something. This is why I hate the true grifters. I hate them because they make these grandiose statements. "Oh, we winning. We got gaming. We won. You didn't win anything." And then you look like an idiot when a game like this comes out and we talk about what this ending looks like, where it's a grooming lesbian relationship where they had to kill a man in order to take his son and put it in a lesbian relationship raising opportunity. There's agenda. If we won, then how is that there? Shut up, all of you, both sides, shut up. Sick of this shit. Can't have intelligent conversations anymore. And if you try to have an intelligent conversation, one of three things happens. One, people say, "Okay, great. I like the way this is going. we're trying to get to the root of this, and that's fine. Or you get the, look at these angry nerds. Or you get the, why, shut up. Don't think so hard on this. Just hate it. We don't want to know that there might be something good. There's so many different parts to it. It's ridiculous. I don't like this feeling. I don't like any of this. I'm all for play your games. I'm all for play your games, enjoy yourself. But don't stick your fucking head in the ground and don't pretend something is brand new out of nowhere. Don't pretend it's brand new. Don't pretend it's the first time ever when clearly it came before it. And back to my whole point for starting this. Don't try to tell me that Ghost of Yotei have been being out for 4 or 5 days, 6 days is game of the year and better than its predecessor, which is the only reason your game exists. To people who actually say it is better in every way, shape, or form than Tsushima, blow it out your fucking ear. Fuck you. You minute you say something like that, I do not take you seriously. I do not take anything you're saying seriously. I think you are full of shit. And I look at you and I say, you're nothing but an ideological shill and a fake fan and a fake gamer. And I'm going to call you that. And I'll know I've hit a nerve if you block me when I say it. Because you're incapable of having an intelligent argument or debate. You just want to point a finger, yell, and call me some sort of istophobe misogynist, because that's what you call them for this game right now. We're all misogynists. We hate women in games. No, I hate bad characters. I hate bad games. And you do not have to destroy what came before. If something is good, if something is truly good and memorable and will stand the test of time, you do not need to denigrate what came before in order to prop it up. Just look at Disney Star Wars. Perfect example. They have had to destroy everything George Lucas created to try and prop up Disney Star Wars. And it's no different than what I'm seeing happening right now with Ghost of Yotei. There's a certain vein of conversation out there with certain fake fan motherfuckers who keep saying, hey, this game is so much better than Ghost of Tsushima. Atsu is such a better character than Jin. Her struggles are so much more deep and emotional. Oh, she's so much more badass. If you have to do that, you are not a fan of what you're playing or what you say you enjoy as a franchise. You aren't. You're fake. You're not a real fan. You are an ideological shill who wants to take something that people truly love. And I could say that about the people who are claiming they love and play this game and the people who made this game. Stark and drastic shift from the mentality of making Ghost of Tsushima, where I guarantee the people who are claiming to love Ghost of Yotei were the same dumb motherfuckers who were saying that we should all be ashamed that Sucker Punch made this Japanese game without being Japanese. I guarantee they're the same people. I put real money on the table. Oh, because you remember that. They're like, oh my God, shame on you. Shame on you, you white men. You white men for making this game about Japanese. None of you are Japanese. How dare you? How dare you? I remember that. I guarantee the same people that are fingering themselves to Yotei were the same people that cast an accusatory finger at Sucker Punch years ago. But now Sucker Punch is so brave, they made a powerful woman as a character. She roars and men crumble at her feet. And now I gotta adjust my screen again because I hit the PlayStation while in my gesticulation moment. Excuse me. There we go. Okay, all fixed. Sorry for that. Take a moment, take a drink. But I guarantee they're the same. I guarantee. Because these are activist gamers. They play these things, they take control of these IPs and these franchises, all in order to push their ideological agenda. And in this case, it is feminism and alphabet mafia bullshit in this game. And it's the same fucking mechanics as the first game, essentially. Nothing new. Man, I keep not wanting to talk about this game, but I keep talking about it. I keep talking because my timeline is flooded with this shit. Because I saved a few for bookmarks for the conversation on Roundtable the other day. So I keep getting flooded with this crap. Anyway, thank you guys for sitting through that. Thank you. You got a monologue with a little bit of a rant in there. And I'm not apologizing. I'm just saying thank you. Because you never know when it's going to happen. I never know where it's going to go. I never know where my rants, my thoughts are going to go. But I do know how this show works. $5 gets you an Adam rant. You just got one for free, but you can choose something, throw it my way, and see if I'll do a fun, raging moment for you. Excuse me. My breakfast was delicious. Then, of course, you get $10. Guess, ask me a question. I'll tell you no lies. Have a discussion between you and I, the rest of the chat. Also gets you a $10 also gets you. I gotta remember what we're doing here because I saw Kel staying there. I was like, no, I'm not going near that. $10 also gets you 30 minutes of me playing a game live or recorded. Yes, we have party animals. That's banked. I'm not worried about that because when I do it, you guys are just going to add more. So I know how it works. Then, of course, we've got $15 gets me a hot take reaction to an article we go over the news or one you may be sitting on yourself. Jed gave us a good one yesterday. $20 gets you a video reaction. And yes, I am aware of the Witcher trailer. No, I have not seen it. I'm aware of it. Yeah, we're going to go. That's definitely Sunday material. It is. And then, of course, $30 gets you chat, maybe watch us reviews where you choose an episode of television or a movie. And I'll give you a live on-stream reaction. Well, of course, there's a little prep time, but no chance for me to change my thoughts or anything like that. It's fresh, it's raw. I don't get to edit it or anything like that. I just do it and we go. And we've done it. We've done TV and we've done movies for your enjoyment. So there it is. There's the rules. That's how it rolls. And we've already got something from Kratos, El Kratos, for $30 over on Stream Elements. The pain from last week grants you pleasure for this week. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. Watch Godzilla -1 and leave your preconceived notions at the door. I don't think this be mentioned, but subbed just in case. Well, yes, sub. There, you don't watch a Godzilla movie. I would watch a sub. I would not watch it dubbed because this was meant to be that. My preconceived notions are simply the fact that I was never interested in -1 because I'm an old school 60s, 70s Godzilla guy. That's the type of Godzilla I enjoy. You know, dude in the suit, fighting, stepping on the models. That's my thing. But I know everybody loves Godzilla -1, so I will watch it and I will react to it. Let's see, it's Tuesday. Let's aim for Thursday. If not Thursday, then Friday. So either Thursday or Friday, we'll rock that out, and I will do that. That's what? No. Godzilla's not a furry. He's not a furry. See, here's the thing. I like my Godzilla fighting kaiju. I don't necessarily like it when it's making it real world allegory. That's not my fun aspect of it. But I'll be able to give an objective perspective. Look, I gave an objective review of K-pop Demon Hunters, even though I didn't like it. And I mean, listen, everybody was fawning over -1 last year. So that alone made me not want to go near it. But also, listen, you could say, well, Adam, you like the legend stuff? No, I don't like Godzilla Kong either. I'm not interested in that either. That's lost. That doesn't have the charm either. All right, fine. Call me whatever you want. I'm not I'm not going to entertain this anymore. Let's get to the news. Let's get to the news. Thank you, Kratos, for $30. We will tackle that later in the week. All right, let's get to the news. Have I set it up? Yeah, of course I set it up. It's right here. Derp. I set it up. I'm prepared. Let's get to the news. Let's see what we got going on. Anything else jumps out at us? Okay. Actually, you know what? I should reload these. It's been 30 minutes since I opened these tabs. Things will have changed, at least on one of them. Yeah. Let's make sure we have all the proper fresh stories. And of course, Chrome can't possibly load at the same time because it's fucking Chrome. All right, here we go. Oops, come on. Oh, every time. Okay. Chris Anderson exiting his Paramount's theatrical distribution chief. I guess the Skydance firings continue. Dwight Howard signs with Innovative Artists Entertainment. I haven't heard about Dwight Howard in years. God, he was such a disappointment as an NBA center. Started off so good, but just such a disappointment. Such disappointment. Variety Doc Dreams love whatever. Don't care. Taylor Swift. No. Fuck off. Taylor's response to fans who dislike the life of a showgirl. I'm not the art police, and I welcome the chaos. I wish he would go away. Let's see. One Punch Man season 3 sets global streaming debut across multiple platforms. Listen, stop trying to pretend you give a shit about anime. One, I don't like One Punch Man, so you're not going to tease me with that. But I hate it when they pretend to give a shit about anime or anything nerd related on this fucking website. Keeping going. Wordle game show in the works with Jimmy Fallon. Oh, why can't Jimmy Fallon just not be funny and go away at the same time? He's already not funny, so just go away. Trump weighs in on that creepo Bad Bunny at Super Bowl. That just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, I remember watching last year's Super Bowl. We were in Discord, and I was only there to watch Jeremy cry as the Chiefs lost. That was my entertainment for that. But that last year's halftime show was terrible. And it caused everybody for at least 24 hours to have a discussion of what halftime shows used to look like and how they were great with true artists. And bringing in whatever the NFL's doing to bring in these no talent, agenda driven morons or just no talent. I don't get it, man. It's supposed to be a spectacle, not trash. Alex Winter, Keanu Reeves on the journey from Bill and Ted to Waiting for Godot. They're having fun with that. Good for them. This looks like something horrible. Are these drag queens? Yeah, these are drag queens. Yeah, these are drag queens. These are fucking creepy queerdos. Don't care. Jack Black signs on executive producer of 40 Watts from Nowhere. Whatever. The Witcher Season 4 trailer. Liam Hemsworth's Geralt's becoming something new and in flux after replacing him. What? I haven't watched it yet. I saved it either for you guys to make me watch it, or I won't. If you guys don't make me watch it, it goes to Sunday until I watch it for the first time. That's how it's going to work. I know Jed's probably already watched it, but oh my goodness. What is this? Lesser Hemsworth. Akira publisher Kodansha teams with Vinny Hacker for first U.S. created manga. The Escape trailer unveils. Stop. Just stop. Stop trying to create something Japanese in America. Just keep making it Japanese and we'll be fine. Hey, listen. The new Japanese prime minister. I love what she's saying. Keep Japan. We don't want anything from anything else. We just want Japan. So that kind of that bolsters some faith that manga and anime will soon be very protected from the poison. What poison is there will quickly be rooted out and purged with hot flaming fire. And all the anime and manga and mothership end of the gaming industry, all they got to do is keep doing what they've been doing for 40 years, and I'm going to be happy. And I know many millions of other gamers and anime manga fans will be happy. We like it because it's Japanese, because they're making it from their perspective or they're making it with their ideas and their structure. That's why we like the anime, the manga, and the games that come out of Japan. We don't need it westernized because we don't want it westernized. Guess what? Western shit sucks right now. 70% of the Western shit is terrible. So Japan being Japan, keep doing it. Every 4 months, I will get anywhere between 10 and 20 shows I can watch, whether it's brand new or follow-up seasons, stuff I already want. Every 4 months, I sit down. I'm in the middle of right now. I'm just enjoying myself, watching new stuff, new anime, and I'm loving every second of it. And I still got another 4 or 5 shows that I got to collect. It's great. And then get me video games. Give me games. Give me JP-oriented games. I don't need it westernized. Those guys have known what they've been doing for 40 years, and the people they trained in those 40 years will keep doing it. So I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need Kodansha to team with somebody over here for a U.S. created manga. No, then it's just a comic. And I'm not interested in comics. I'm interested in manga and anime. It's that simple. It's that simple. I'm biased. I don't know if I'm biased, but I appreciate that they love the titties. Don't care. Netflix, House, Philadelphia tickets now. Don't care. Oh, wait. Okay, no, that is. I do care. Hang on. I'm going to say that. Netflix, House, Philadelphia tickets now on sale. Price reveal for Wednesday, One Piece, and other experiences. Yeah, fuck Oprah. I'm sorry. I am back on the fuck Oprah train. I'm on the fuck Oprah train. Fuck Oprah. Second time around, I don't care. Netflix sets Clue competition series. All right, so essentially you're turning a board game into live action. Whatever. I don't care. I'm not going to watch it. She looks pretty. I don't care what she's doing, but she looks pretty. J-Lo and Ben Affleck reunite for stupid shit. All I got to remember is when they were back together again for like the umpteenth time, just remember what Affleck looked like. That was a man whose soul had been crushed. That's what J-Lo does. She crushes souls. And she's not that. Listen, I was never into J-Lo. Never really got into. I tried once. I was like, yeah, I can't do this. I'm not into it. I'm not into J-Lo. She's not as hot as everyone pretends she is, and she ain't as talented as people want to pretend she is. Not. Catherine Zeta-Jones and all her plastic surgery and killed Jackie because she looks terrible in Wednesday, and she don't look good there either. Anyway, all right. Updated a little bit. Let's see. Anything here? Anything there's an Ozzy Osbourne documentary. Okay, if you want to read about that, go for it. We're just gonna skim. We'll go in one more. Just a quick skim. Just as quick skim. See anything that's of interest to us. Us as nerds. Us as people who like good movies, good entertainment. And I'm not seeing anything, so we're gonna move on over to IGN. First Harry Potter movie getting 25th anniversary re-release in theaters. I'm sure it'll be well received. We know my stance on the movies. I'm really not that into them, which is why I was happy for the reboot, but now I'm not into that, so I don't know where I am anymore for that. I just don't know. The Predator returns to Call of Duty as part of season 11 years after he appeared in Ghost. Does anybody care? Can I get a COD person to tell me if they care? I know my chat. I know you guys are not COD players, really, so I don't know. Witcher Season 4 trailer. Yes. We'll get into that one way, shape, or form in the next few days. We're drowning in mediocrity. Oh, we talked about this yesterday. Hey, Ridley, shut the fuck up. Said that yesterday. Shut the fuck up. Stones, Glass House, Pot, Kettle Black. Cult of Blood retro-inspired survival horror game officially announced for PC, Xbox, and PS5. Hey, guys. Game to make Dermy play. There you go. Put that on the list, boys. Cult of Blood. Put that on the list. Put that on the list for Dermy. Not me. Elon Musk says he will release a great AI-generated game before the end of next year. Okay. If you watched Stream of Conscious last night, we sort of talked about this last night, and we had a conversation about what kind of game we would want to play, we'd want to make. And myself, Sam, and Devil talk about that. And mine, if I had the power, if I could magically use an AI to make a game, here's my game. Here's my game. My game is RPG. RPG. Fantasy world. Whole world exists, but it is randomly generated all the time. So you go in and it's all centered around you arrive in your first starter city and join the Adventurers Guild. Because you notice how in all the anime, there's always, I'm going to the Adventurers Guild as this character in the protagonist and do this. But you never actually have that in a game. They always talk about, man, it's just like a game. But there are no games like that, at least none that get localized for us. We never get that. So I love an RPG where you make your own adventurer, race, class, all that kind of stuff. And it's a fluid class. You can actually build it and craft it the way you want to. And you go to Adventurers Guild and you start at the bottom. You're an E rank adventurer. You got to work your way up. You go on adventures and the world exists, but events and instances are generated from your behavior and your choices. And it's not like there's some grand story. It's just the game will create events to suit what you're doing. The threat of a demon lord's empire or army, an undead threat, stuff like that from the adventures you do. And your party is randomly generated. The characters, your NPCs that will join you, that you were trying to recruit, they're generated. And your stories get randomly created with your interactions. That's what I want. That's a game I want. Endless entertainment. Always evolving. If you decide to start over again, every time. Every time. Well, that's my point. That's the point. The technology exists already to have instances for dungeons which are generated. Use term correctly, it's a procedural generated. That technology always exists. Lots of games do that. But I'm talking about not just having it be instance for dungeons or areas for your quest, but apply it to the game as a whole with NPCs and the events and the stories with an active AI algorithm built into the game that will create it as you go along. So that literally there is no walkthrough for it. You have to get good. You have to enjoy it. That's what I want. To me, that right now, that would be the ultimate single player RPG that I could get into. And we're just talking single player. MMO, what I would want, that's a whole nother discussion. We've talked about that in the past. But that's like a dream game for me right now. That's a dream game. That's a dream game. And it's single player. I'm not talking co-op. I'm talking single player. Now, I'm sure you could do a co-op option to that. That would, of course, be entertaining. But that kind of takes away from the story-driven idea of meeting and having these your companions be living, breathing characters that are not real people. That's why I'm saying solo, not co-op or MMO and stuff like that. That's what if I had the power, if this is a real thing, if this stuff worked, that's what I would do. And people are already poo-pooing. No, we don't want it. No. What if it's a tool to help people who aren't devs get started, and then bringing people who are devs to create something? So that's my dream. That would be the perfect RPG for me right now. It really would. Solo RPG. It really would. I would love it. Fantastic. Nintendo released a mysterious animated short that has fans wondering whether it's a Super Mario Galaxy movie teaser or a hint at Pikmin 3. Yeah, I heard about this. I came across it this morning, and it's just some baby. It looks like things are moving without the baby's control. We don't know if it's psychic or if things are moving and invisible. We don't know. And then it walks and it wants its pacifier that rolled all over the ground, and then it just put it back in its mouth. That's disgusting. That's foul. But sure, whatever. I'm not a Nintendrome, so this doesn't spark interest. We talked about, I ranted on this yesterday, that Steven Universe bitch doing more shit. Silent Hill 2 remake coming to PS Plus later this month, report says. I don't care. Don't care. Nintendo sues Reddit moderator who allegedly sold Switch ROMs for $4.5 million, insists the figure is nowhere near enough compensation. Listen, you do illegal shit, you deserve to get busted, but excuse me if I'm not going to be on Nintendo's side because they're very litigious, and I kind of think they're dicks. Why don't we have a 15-minute sleep and then I'll F off, says Ray Winston remembers the time he botched a Star Wars movie audition in front of George Lucas because he turned up drunk. There you go. Marathon reemerges with signups for fresh closed technical test. Predator Badlands creator wants the movie to be a PG-13 that feels like an R. Fans react. Fuck you and your movie. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 beta, blah, blah, blah. Nobody gives a fuck. The Rock tries to spin his flop. Battlefield 6 leaks seem unstoppable as players report receiving copies days before launch. Why don't I ever receive a copy of something I order ahead of time before it drops? That never happens to me. I always get it after the release when if I've pre-ordered something. I never get something early. I always got to wait. Robin Williams' daughter takes stand against AI slop exploiting her father's image. It is creepy. I don't support that. Or at least stop. I hear people keep sending it to her. Stop doing that. It's really insensitive and it's creepy. She's said many times she doesn't like it. You know, that's a little oppressive. I don't like that. Japanese gamers respond to Ghost of Yotei. Do they? Do they? I question. It's all, to quote Static, I believe it's fake and gay. Power A's Switch 2 controller gets a wireless version with motion control. If you're a Switch player, good for that. And wow, devs finally addressed the big Titan sword in the room. Nobody gives a fuck. Shut up. Kratos, you've told me about a bunch of ideas you've had in the past, so tell me at some point. I'm sure we'll get around to that discussion. All right, let's move on to Park Place. Oh, wow, what a surprise. Jimmy Kittel's ratings drop 85% in key viewers since return. Wow, it's a day that ends in Y. Everybody predicted this. What a fucking surprise. No, it isn't. Hence my sarcasm. Cracker Barrel cuts ties with profit consulting firm after backlash to failed rebrand. Hey, you get what you fucking deserve. 5 canceled celebrities who never got the Jimmy Kimmel comeback treatment from Hollywood elites. That's an interesting. I want to see. I want to see in a second. Surprise live debut from Golden from K-pop Demon Hunters hits on SNL season premiere. I gotta say, of course, I know the song. That's not exactly a K-pop Demon Hunter crowd. People at SNL, people who watch it, people who go to it. That's not exactly a crowd you're playing to. So that's weird. That's weird. See, now, of course, because it triggered, I do have that one line that Rumi sings now going on my head because she repeated that line over and over again and my memory logged onto it. Ridley Scott again, blah, blah, blah. Elon continues his war against Netflix. There we go. And I want to see what celebrities they want to bring up here. I'm just curious. We're not going to talk about it unless you guys want to. Roseanne, okay, that's a given. That's a given. Gilbert Gottfried, he's dead. When did he get canceled? Gilbert Gottfried is always pretty raw. When did he get canceled? People still love Gilbert Gottfried. Justin Roiland. He's the Rick and Morty guy. He's a creep anyway, though. Gina. Okay, there you go. Gina's a good example. And James Woods is an excellent example. Based as fuck, James Woods is an excellent example. All right, I just want to see who they had on the list. There you go. That's the news. I'm sticking to it. Let's see. We got anything else? $5. Kel, Star Wars rant, please. Link in DMs. Okay. All right. Thank you, Kel, for $5. Let's see what we got. Let's see if it's something I know about or not. I mean, I touch on a lot of random Star Wars stuff lately, so let's see what happens here. Yeah, I have seen this. Okay, here we go. Okay, I have seen this. Yeah, okay, you got a rant. So this has been making the rounds right now on the X. fucking Disney Star Wars stans. The Chosen, the Prophet, the Believer. Notice something right away. Know a Disney Star Wars fan, because they will always use Disney Star Wars for George Lucas characters. Of course, taking Anakin from Ahsoka. Let's use an Anakin still from Ahsoka. Let's use an AI generated, a CGI generated version of Luke Skywalker from Book of Boba Fett. And then, of course, Moray. So that's the first thing that jumps out at you. This is such fucking bullshit. Only a fucking Disney Star Wars piece of shit stan would denigrate, would shit all over Anakin and Luke by using Disney Star Wars adaptations of them. Bullshit. It's not like there's, I don't know, decades worth of live action screen caps of Hayden Christensen and Mark Hamill before he was a psychopath of these characters. It's not like there are iconic poses of Luke Skywalker from Return of the Jedi. It's not like there are iconic poses of Anakin Skywalker in Revenge of the Sith. No, of course not. No, you got to take it from fucking Ahsoka, and you got to take it from goddamn Book of Boba Fett. And see, I know this is from Book of Boba Fett. It's not even from fucking Mando Grogu. It's from Book of Boba Fett. And that is an actor who looks similar to Mark Hamill. He's got the goddamn dots on his face for the CGI to morph his face to look like a young Mark Hamill. And then, of course, Rey! Bullshit. Now let's get to the whole concept of this. The Chosen. You were the chosen one. Way to take that and turn into something stupid. Then the Prophet. What the fuck? How is Luke a fucking prophet in any way, shape, or form? Luke is not about being a prophet. Luke's whole thing is saving his father's soul. The Believer. You mean the stealer of valor? The person who is a fucking Palpatine? The Believer. What does that even? You believe? What? No, I am the Jedi. I'm on the Jedi. This is some of the lowest grade mind slop that a fucking piece of shit stan could come up with. Not understand. This again shows you they do not understand the relationships. Let's get Chicklet Teeth out of the conversation here for a second. Let's get her out of the conversation for a second here. First of all, yes, Anakin was considered the chosen one due to the prophecy. Yeah, fine, but the chosen. Don't say it like that, because what you're doing is you are taking away. When you talk like this, you completely cut out his time as Darth Vader. You're cutting it out, which is essential to the story of Anakin Skywalker. And then the Prophet. It makes no fucking sense. Luke didn't even know what a fucking Jedi was until he was 18 years old. Doesn't even know. Doesn't even know. Ridiculous. So to have say the prophet, you can't be a prophet of anything if you don't know what it is until you're a goddamn, essentially an adult. And then you're dicking around for 5 years until you go to boot camp with Yoda. The prophet. And after that, it's not about restoring it's not about pushing any sort of religion. It's about saving his father's soul. There's still good in him. I believe that. Ridiculous. And then, of course, the Believer. Believing in what? Believing that she can download how to use the Force? Believing that she's all the Jedi because she needed to be for the story to even half make sense at the end there? I am all the Sith. I am all the Jedi. You don't hate Disney Star Wars stands enough. You don't hate them enough. You don't. That's a good way to put it. That's a good way to put it, Kratos. Luke is the hope. Anakin is the redeemed. If you want to make it any sort of religious connotation, Anakin gets redeemed. He finds redemption in his son, in the fact that there was still good in him, that small kernel that his hate and his anger hadn't crushed, and that his desire to save and protect his son. And Luke is hope. Luke Skywalker is the embodiment of hope. Hope that he could say that he can be something more than a farm boy at first. Then hope that he could try and save his friends. And then hope that he could save his father from the grip of the dark side. There is hope. Believing she's a Skywalker when she's in fact a Palpatine. Yeah, that's called delusions. Delusions of grandeur, to use Star Wars terms. This you do not. This proves that Star Wars culture, that this stupid account doesn't understand Star Wars culture. If you think that this is a representation of Star Wars, you are not a fan. You are Stan. You are the meme. You are the dog. You are the dude crouched under the dog with a mouth open, ready to gobble the shit that's coming out. Fake fans and stands. Fuck them all. All right, there you go, Kel. And Kel knows how to make me angry. Kel's known me long enough. He knows exactly how to make me angry. And we are better at this than Disney. Yeah. And yes, Setlick, if you'd like to, the best way, in my opinion, if you want to be generous to me, Stream Elements goes directly to me. YouTube doesn't take a cut. Yes, PayPal takes a small few cents percentage here and there. That's how they make the money. But like 99% of that money comes to me. And it counts the tip, which means I don't get taxed on it. Yay. So yes, if you would like to contribute with generous donations, I prefer Stream Elements because I can get that immediately. I don't have to wait until the 20th of every month for a Google payout. So that goes to me immediately every week. You know, I pay myself every week from my PayPal account so that I can live, and not be on the street. Anyway, so there you go. Yeah. So Kel is correct. The best way to do that is through through PayPal. I mean, Stream Elements, which goes directly to my PayPal account. All right. Anything else? Because we are at the end of the hour, and I like to at least go with an hour unless we are going over stuff. All right. So what we got tonight. Tonight, multiple things tonight. I guess if you look at a certain point of view. Tonight we do have Final Fantasy Tactics, Ivalice Chronicles. For these 2 hours, somewhere around 8:00, I'll be going live after I've had a nice, delicious dinner of pasta and sausage. Be delicious. So we going live around then. We'll play for a couple of hours because then around 10:30, I gotta go play Final Fantasy 14. I gotta put a new bid in on a house, and then we didn't get the house. It burns me. We didn't get the house again. But there are 2 opportunities that I found yesterday. There might be a couple more. Maybe we'll get another chance in Discord, or I'll review it with you guys. We'll see what we do. Then, and then of course, I have new Final Fantasy content tonight. Of course, I'm not going to stream it because I cannot stream it. My Mac Mini is not set up for streaming. It doesn't handle it. I can't do it there. But I will be playing, and if Dermy decides to stream 14 after he's done with his pseudo Chatterday VTuber stuff, then I'll be on there probably helping out. But I've got Arkvald to kill tonight. I've got Arkvald to go after and start grinding for the mounts and the accessories and glamours and all that, minions, all that kind of stuff. So I'm excited. Something new, ready for it. And I hope you'll be there to enjoy it, either joining us or watching vicariously through Dermies. Remember, as said earlier in the stream, if you are interested in playing Monster Hunter Wilds, you can contact me or contact Samuel the Infamous. He's the one who's kind of heading up the group doing that. Talk to him. Or if you're interested in Final Fantasy 14, we are on the Dynamis server. It's a very small server. Doesn't have a large population. It's a free transfer there if you are a veteran player because it's double experience. The economy sucks, but it's a small server. Hopefully it'll grow and we'll get better economy and more people in there in terms of the population. That is the largest server on that shard. So you could join us. We're looking for more people to have fun with us. Play the game. If you're new, we can teach you. If you're a veteran, you're welcome to join. We love experienced players to teach other people to play everything because as experienced as I am, I don't know every aspect of every class. I cannot help on that. I can teach you how to tank. I can teach you how to DPS properly. I can teach you how to stay out of bad. I can help out with a lot of aspects of the game, but I can't teach you how to heal. I can't teach you how to do certain types of DPS. I can't teach you anything, but I can help you. I am essentially Omnicraft. The only things I don't have are alchemy and culinarian really doesn't count. So I can make anything except grimoires for summoners. I can't do that. But you got Kel for that. So check that out. If you're interested in joining Final Fantasy 14, playing with us, it is an open invitation. We'd love to have people join us. It's a lot. We're having a lot. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Seraph server. We're on the Dynamis. You're right. Dynamis. So you're right. Dynamis is the shard. Seraph is the server. Thank you, Kel. Either way, so that's where we are. We're on Seraph. It's the most populated shard on the server. And we have a good time. We just chill out and play. And people are worried that we're going to stop playing. We're trying to buy a freaking house right now. And yes, I could buy a small, tiny 3 million gil small house probably very easily. But I want the mansion. You know who won it? The one in Ishgard? A company that's no bigger than us called Three Little Kittens. And then they immediately said, "Welcome to our home," on the placard when I went to collect my money. So, yeah, Weasel re-ups. Most of us veteran players, we either re-up for 3 to 6 months. I usually re-up in 3-month intervals. Kel does it for 6 months. What? No. No. He wouldn't know because, okay, the dude who couldn't do that could do that because when you do a party finder in the duty roulette, it doesn't show you what your company is. It only shows you what server you're on. So, yeah, I mean, Kel is always playing something. He always dips in and out of everything. He's there. I'm there. And I've always said, as long as I have people to play with, I will keep playing because then it's still fun for me. It's when I'm by myself and I'm abandoned that I get bored and I leave. Because I don't want to play with randos. I want to play with buddies and pals and friends. That's what I want to do. Anyway, yeah, the pussy was on Golem. Well, Golem's a server of pussy, son. Anyway, so if I continue to shill this, yes, I'm continuing to shill 14 because I want more people to join us and play with us. It's that simple. I want to build a thriving company. I want to have fun. I want to be able to do the raids, the content with our own team, not worry about randos. It'd be fun to actually do current content with a full 8-man team. It would be fun. I think we'd have a good time. Anyway. All right. So there you go. That's the day. Tomorrow is Warhammer Wednesday. I know we'll be watching Space King episode 2. I'm sure I'm going to laugh hard at that one. Now either Thursday or Friday, you guys will get a chat. Maybe watch us reviews for Godzilla -1. And then this Saturday for Saturday Night Drive-In, Jen and I will be talking Bram Stoker's Dracula. We're talking that. And then, of course, Roundtable, 3 p.m. Eastern, every Sunday. All right, guys. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate all you guys choosing to spend your time with me every day at this time. I'm going to go do laundry now and run the dishwasher so that I can make dinner in a couple hours. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Take it easy.